Don't let anybody tell you God is a Santa Claus, loving and kind. He's a fire. And the Lord said to Moses in verse 4, take all the heads of the people and hang them before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. That sounds kind of gangster to me. But when I read it, I read it in a few translations. He says, some says, take all the leaders. So I said, okay. God wasn't telling him take off all their heads. When he said heads, he's talking about the leaders. Very interesting. And take off all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay ye every one his men that were joined unto Baal Per. Let me tell you about this thing named leadership. So much, even reading this, it stirred something in me. The camp and the people of God and the idolatry. And God sends a word down to Moses, and God says, get this out of the camp, lest my fierce anger fall upon my people. Get the sin out of the camp. And Moses said, slay everyone, get them out that have joined themselves unto this paganism. And verse 6, and behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. I want you just to picture with me the symbolism of what's taking place here. Sin in the camp, people, idolatry, a holy God, his fierce anger against his people for their idolatry. Moses trying to rid the camp, to spare the people from the wrath of a holy God. And the Bible says that while some of the congregation was weeping before the door of the tabernacle, here comes a man, and he bring a Midianitish woman. And behold, to Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel. I want to show you bare-faced sin, not hide-away sin. The people up here at the altar line off, crying to God to have mercy on the situation. And the man pushed the door, and he and the woman walk in, both. In the sight of Moses and all the congregation, the very thing that God says, I'm going to judge you for, he bapping both for he hand wrong for you woman, for he Midianitish woman. Let me tell you, there is such a brazen spirit of disrespect. And it's not just no. Can you imagine people weeping Titus? Because they know the wrath, and I'm going to show you some numbers in a minute. They know God's wrath is falling upon his people. They have learned by now, don't test God. He's a consuming fire. And everybody, some people on their face with tears running down saying, have mercy, forgive us God, forgive us. And right through the door, boss bopping with the hand over the girl. In the sight of Moses and all the people walk through the congregation, a hug up woman. A blatant spirit, a blatant attitude. You can't tell me what to do. All right.